Alright, that's enough. Cut the music. I am out here for one reason and one reason only. To find out who in the hell jumped me a few weeks ago. Well, it so happens that we at Cashman Entertainment have spared no expense in acquiring footage from the night in question. You and I will be seeing it together for the first time. So if you please, roll the footage. I should have known it was that entitled prick Siler Jordan. He must have been sore that I turned down his request for a rematch. Truth was, he didn't deserve it. No one has yet. But now, Siler, you punk penny bitch, you have pissed me off. That's very unwise. Siler, I'm about to make you and my brother Joey very happy. At altitude, you can make history. Not only will you be the first man to be a 2-time loser, no. You will be the first 3-time loser for the Paragon title, because that match will be something we call Academy Rules. It's 2 out of 3, no DQ, falls must happen in the ring. So, best of luck to you, born thriller.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Renegade Wrestling. My name is Danny Mack and I am your lead broadcaster here tonight, and what a show we are in for, ladies and gentlemen. And we're kicking off with a big one. We have got Ellie JP taking on, well, we'll leave that to you to decide, but it's Ellie JP. We've not seen, admittedly, her amazing sorry, I'm all tired today. I'm ill. My apologies. We've not seen Ellie JP much. We saw her take on Barbie Versace a couple of weeks ago. Of course, we now know that Barbie Versace is the #1 contender for Cody Hale's Women's Championship. She beat Ellie JP and Sauron, 2 women who both defeated Sam Matura at the pay-per-view, which was quite incredible of them actually, given the size difference. Now, Ellie is hoping to win for herself here tonight, a chance to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's division. Of course, Rebecca Evans was the only named competitor in that division. But since her retirement, there have been a lot of liberties that have had to be made, basically. That's right, it's Tiff Lorenzo. A lot of liberties have had to be made. We have a women's Battle Royale later tonight, showcasing some new talent. Signed this week by the creative department, and it's unsure at this moment in time how many of the women will be awarded a shot in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but we can confirm at least the winner of that Battle Royale will be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, so they will be replacing Rebecca Evans in her spot, I guess. So be interested to see who now will be named the first woman to compete in that match. We've got Ellie JP or Tiff Lorenzo. Now, Tiff hasn't had much of the time of it in Renegade yet. She hasn't had a chance to showcase her ability, showcase what she's able to do, so she's hoping that can all change here tonight and come to an end, as she's looking to beat Ellie and become the first woman in the Money in the Bank ladder match. We've got Ellie JP kicking things off here, immediately taking Tiffany Lorenzo down to the ground. She's got to be a little bit upset after not being able to stop the might of Barbie Versace last week. In what was quite a grueling matchup, actually. Ellie JP did take Barbie Versace to the limit, but Barbie Versace in the end was just too much for Ellie to handle. So looking quite aggressive here, Ellie JP. Ellie for everyone, I believe she's known. quite a dramatic start to her time in Renegade, entering herself into a matchup just by simply running to the ring and winning that initial triple threat match against Sauron and San Matua. Of course, now close friends with Sauron, the two women have struggled together and managed to get through and spend their time together in Renegade. I believe they've been travelling together. But oh my god, incredible show of athleticism from Ellie there, as she takes Tiffany down. And oh, slamming Tiffany's face down into the mat, that's got to be painful. And Ellie, the smaller of the two girls, and well, I think it's proof enough that that is not enough to deter her. But Tiffany Lorenzo, seasoned fighter in her own right, is a very technical wrestler as well in her own right, not looking to be an easy opponent for LJP. Giving her a taste of her own medicine there by slamming her face back down into the mat. And a stiff kick to the back of the back of the back. Actually, I might be wrong. Ellie might be a little bit taller than Tiffany, but I can't quite tell. It's close. And a lovely move there from Tiffany Lorenzo. And Tiffany dropping the elbows down onto the head of LJP. And where's she going? Oh my god. Calling Ellie to her feet. What's she going for here? And, oh, a vicious clothesline from springboard clothesline from the outside of the ring. And Ellie looks in trouble here. Tiffany's got her down. And Tiffany now looks to be going for something here. Oh, vicious backbreaker targeting the shoulder blades there. And that looks painful, but Ellie proving that that's not going to keep her down. And oh, Ellie with the Ellie J knee. Oh, and dragging Tiffany across the ring now, and Tiffany looks out of it here. And the referee going to go for the count. 1, 2, but no, referee Ellie can't believe that Tiffany just kicked out at 2. And oh, she's planning something big here. I don't think she's quite done with Tiffany yet. And oh, Ellie with a twist of fate. Twist of fate goes immediately for the cover. And referee now gets the count 2. And oh my god. Ellie can't believe it. I can't believe it. The crowd can't believe it. They all thought that Ellie had it there. Tiffany Lorenzo showing just how tough competitor she can be. But Ellie's got to do something bigger than that. Ellie's got to do something more. And Tiffany dropping her down onto the knees of LJP. And oh, a nice plancha from Tiffany. And now the tide has shifted into the favour of Tiffany Lorenzo, who's climbing up to the middle rope, it seems. Oh, a nice crossbody onto the floor. And Ellie. Oh, the knees into the side of LJP, and Ellie now looks to go outside and take a breather, but immediately straight back in, but catches a punch to the face from Tiffany. Tiffany was ready for her. Ellie might be quick and agile, but Tiffany's quicker, it seems, on that occasion. And oh, here we go. Oh, damn. Tiffany launching Ellie 3/4 of the way across the ring, it seems. But Ellie kicks out at 2. Tiffany not quite doing enough damage. Oh, but this might do some... Oh, wrenching on the back of LJP. But Ellie manages to break out into a pin, but Tiffany immediately knows what she's doing. These two very technical wrestlers, of course. The more seasoned veteran Tiffany Lorenzo, but LJP is a very well-trained wrestler in her own right. And they are trading fists back and forth now. And trading elbows and any body part that they can use against each other. Dropping her straight down into the backbreaker. And Ellie looks out of it. And Tiffany now catching her with the arm and launching her into a suplex. Oh, and dropping down on the arm. Really targeting that left arm of LJP, and now go for the pin. 1, 2, but yep, no, Ellie kicks out. Tiffany seems distraught at that, but I don't think she'd quite done enough. Oh, but this could be it now, depending on what she does here. Calling Ellie to her feet. Oh, no, a vicious boot to the chest. Fucking hell, that could be it. 2, 3, there we go. Fucking hell. That was a devastating big boot.
I've been busy making music. They just want to see me fall off. Know that I'm never gonna lose.
Devastating big boot. There we see Ellie JP with the knee and the twist of fate. Well, we almost thought she had it here, folks. But in the end, Tiffany Lorenzo just proving to be too much for Ellie JP, and with that vicious big boot, which, yeah, we're going to see it again here, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ, flattening Ellie JP out cold. And here we have your first confirmed competitor in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Lorenzo. And she's ready to make a name for herself here in Renegade. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another great matchup here scheduled. And of course, in the eyes of 2 of the opponents in this match at least, a match that they weren't exactly waiting for. We got Tyson Jackson and his pal, his best friend, Jace. Of course, these 2 veterans of this sphere of the E-Federation world. And Tyson Jackson coming back to help out his friend Jace against King Sam and his cronies, the Wolfpac. Now, we both know that Tyson Jackson, Jace, they both want a piece of King Sam, but doesn't look like King Sam's going to let them. He's got a very exclusive contract, I've been told, with a limited number of appearances, which is soon coming to an end. And he has reserved the right for creative control, so unfortunately we will not be seeing either of these men take on King Sam. But what we will be seeing at the next pay-per-view, Altitude, is these 2 men in tag team action together, taking on the team of David Leese and Stephen Thomas in a tag team match at the pay-per-view. So I guess that's the closest thing they'll get. If they'll be looking to embarrass King Sam's cronies, embarrass his backup. And look at this, King Sam not even bothering to come to the ring tonight. And here we have Big Steve on the right and David Leese on the left there. And of course this match is between the man on the right, Steven, and Tyson Jackson. So we're getting a little glimpse of what's to come in a couple of weeks' time at the pay-per-view. Now these 2 men haven't been seen much in Renegade yet, but they're looking to make a big splash, they're looking to make a big impression, but so far they've acted rather as lackeys, associates for the big guy, King Sam. I don't think that's a problem for either of these 2 men, as they look to relish in it, and they're going to look to embarrass Jace and Tyson here. So it'd be interesting to see who can basically one up the other tonight and get a bit of momentum heading into the next couple of weeks. So we've got Tyson and Steve, and the referee calling this one to a start, and 2 very technical wrestlers there, and just chain wrestling in the middle of the ring. They're both seasoned pros. Jace watching on the outside. And Tyson, of course, we thought had quit Renegade, had been released or whatever, but returning to save his best friend Jace from a beatdown. And oh, there we go, the athleticism of Tyson Jackson there, springing back up to his feet. Now Tyson's going to be looking to show what he would have done to King Sam. I guess a victory over the Wolfpac is a victory over the Wolfpac nonetheless, so that's what they're going to be looking for tonight. And oh, Tyson with a nicely executed DDT to Big Steve there. And Steve trying to get to his feet, but Tyson's not going to let him do it. Doesn't matter though, because Steve is just quick to reverse. But oh, just as I say that, Tyson Jackson with a reversing clothesline, and then Steve with a reverse with a kick to the head, and oh, a nice boot to the chest, knocking him clean onto his feet. Now both these men are very technical wrestlers. We've already seen it from the start of this match. And, oh, so it's not going to be easy to get the wool over the other eyes, if that makes sense. I'm sorry. So Steve now seems to be taking control of this matchup. Oh, a DDT of his own, proving how much he didn't like the one he received from Tyson moments ago. And oh, a nice senton bomb from the middle rope. And Steve's going to be playing to the crowd. He's calling the crowd to his feet. Looks like he might be lining up for something. Steve sending Tyson to the outside. Ooh, launching him off the apron and almost into the barricade there. And Steve now calling him to his feet. And looks like he was just calling him to his feet. He wants to settle this one back in the ring. But ooh, Steve just a bit slow to react there, and Tyson's managed to grab him and send him, ooh, reeling backwards halfway across the ring. And no, I didn't think that would be enough either. Steve immediately kicks out. And David and Jace have been reluctant to get involved in this one so far. They're letting the two men go to town on each other. And Steve just unloading onto the head of Tyson Jackson, and now playing back to the crowd again. Showboating for the crowd. These two men really trying to win in the crowd, whereas Tyson, I would say, is more focused on the wrestling here. But you know what? Steve must feed off the energy of the crowd, and look where it's getting him. Oh! Nice swan dive onto the chest of Tyson Jackson, now lining him up something, calling him up to his feet. And what could Steve be planning here? Oh, a nice Samoan backbreaker. And this could be it for Tyson. 1, 2. But no, Tyson kicks out at 2, but Steve thought he'd done enough to win it there. So he's got to plan big if he wants to get ahead in this one. But Tyson now managing to get the glove on the other hand. Upper hand, that's the term I was looking for. Oh, and now toying with his opponent, dropping down onto his feet. Oh, but Steve just recovers a bit too quick than Tyson was expecting. Manages to take advantage. Looks like he was going for something. Oh, and Tyson launching out of the corner. Oh, mounting a bit of a comeback now. And sends him down onto the floor. And now Tyson knocking Steve out cold on the floor. And Steve wasn't really moving there. Oh, code breaker. Oh, Tyson hits the fucking code breaker. Oh, this is vintage Tyson Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Lifting him up. Lifting him. Oh, into a pile driver. And Steve looks fucking dead. I'm not going to lie, he looks fucking dead. This could be it, I reckon. I reckon it's a free count. 1, 2. Oh, shit. Steve kicks out, ladies and gentlemen, at the count of 2.5. And Tyson can't believe it. I can't believe it. What's he going to do? What's he going to do now? Oh, with some athleticism of his own. Doing some flippy, spinny shit of his own. Proving that Steve, both men with relatively big size, they're not going to be outdone by each other. Anything you can do, I can do better, in the words of Annie. Or Annie's little bitch rival, I can't remember her name. Steve going for the pin now, and gets almost a 2 count, but Tyson kicks out. Tyson, of course, very aware of the situation he's in, still managing to kick out and recover. Did I just call Annie's little friend a bitch? Fucking hell, Danny. Steve now trying to wear down the limbs of Tyson and spinning him around, but oh, Tyson manages to reverse with an elbow. And Steve a reversal of his own into a suplex. And trading reversals there, but it looks like Steve coming out of that with the upper hand, dragging him into the center of the ring. And oh my god, a curb stomp, just curbing Tyson, pounding his face into the mat. That looks like it hurt. And now looks like he's going to be waiting for his opportunity. Oh, another swan dive. Another swan dive to Tyson Jackson. And that could be it, ladies and gentlemen. That could be it. Steve covers him up. 1, 2. And oh my god. Tyson Jackson. You son of a bitch. You magnificent son of a bitch. Kicking out again. Oh, but looks like Steve's got something planned there. But looks like he misjudged where he needed to be. And that gives Tyson enough opportunity to reverse out of it. And picking Steve up for himself. And oh, dropping him down. And can he capitalize? He's got him locked up there. He's got him tied up. Oh, but kicks out at 1. Steve just managing to fully aware of the situation there. Not quite damaged enough, but looks like Tyson now. It's his turn to line something up. I know he's going to do it again. He's going to do it. Oh, folds him in half with that pile driver a second time. I reckon that's it. I reckon Steve's dead, folks. 2. Holy shit. Fucking Steve and Thomas kicks out, ladies and gentlemen. And this match is certainly proving to be one for the ages. Both men, well, rather neither man wants to be the one who let their team down before the pay-per-view. They both have a lot riding on this and bringing momentum into the pay-per-view in 2 weeks' time. 1, 2, and no, kicking out at 2. One of these men's gonna have to pick up something big if they want to get this one. A lot of close calls, a lot of 2 counts, but not quite done enough damage. Oh, Steve using the ropes to his advantage. Do some damage to Tyson's neck there. And oh, look, go for a headbutt, but Tyson manages to elbow him in the face. And oh! Tyson Jackson with a nice body slam. Just now, could that be it? No, not at all. These 2 men are fighting for too much. This is a personal rivalry. Tyson just really hates their boss, King Sam. He wants them to suffer. Oh, working on the left arm of Stephen Thomas. Stephen can't quite get out of the predicament he's in. David watching on the outside, Jace watching on. But neither men have got involved yet. Oh, Tyson with receives a nasty punch to the ribs there. And now Steve, what's Steve doing? Steve's going to pick him up. Oh, perhaps going for a superplex or something. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Oh! Vicious DDT, driving his face down into the mat. 2, but no, still not quite enough. I think Tyson just kicking out on pure instinct at that moment in time. He still looks out cold. He can't quite move. And oh, a third time hitting the Swanton bomb, the swan dive, the Steve Thomas swan dive for a third time. Oh, and finishing it off with an elbow to the chest. Now Steve is a big man. That's coming from quite a height down onto the chest of Tyson Jackson. But oh, Tyson managed to. I think he was going for the Samoan body slam again, but Tyson managed to break out of it. And oh no! Oh, a third pile driver to Stephen Thomas, and I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's it. Gets the 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Tyson Jackson taking some severe punishment there, but at the last second reverses straight into a third pile driver. Oh my God! I don't think I've ever seen anything that crazy. Now Tyson Jackson picking up the win for his team here. And looks like the momentum is clearly, the ball is clearly in their court. The momentum is clearly on their side, and that's something they need going into the pay-per-view match against these 2 men. Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the Wolfpac are not an easy opponent. They're not easy prey, and they're going to need all the bragging rights they can get. Tyson celebrating one of his first wins back in Renegade. Yes, he's thinking if he can't get King Sam, then his lackeys are good enough. Jace outside looking on proud. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with our 3rd match of the night up, and this is another tag team. Well, no, sorry, the first tag team match we got in this of the show tonight. Now we got entering the ring right now. We got the team of Breeze and McCoy. There he is, Breeze there, wearing the white. And his tag team partner McCoy, part of the faction, the Midwest Freak Show. Of course, the singles member of that team, Flapjack Carter, winning in the Cruiserweight division, well, the G-Force division showcase match last week. These 2 men didn't have a good week. They lost to the former tag team champion, James Rowley, on his own. I think they honestly, these 2 men have been a bit beaten up about it. They just weren't ready. They underestimated him, they weren't looking the right way, and they let him sneak one over on them. But of course, James Rowley then attacked by his former tag team partner Jake Griffiths after the match, and we're unsure what's going to be happening on that, but we can confirm that both James Rowley and Jake Griffiths are entered into the G-Force Championship tournament, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there, ladies and gentlemen. And the other team entering the ring now, Brad Skeens and Omari Williams, the Brotherhood, originally hot off a huge momentum-boosting matchup to Los Gatos de Lucha, the team of CM Puma and Carlos Suarez, losing last week to the makeshift team of Angel Alexander and Leo Phoenix. We're unsure what's happening there, ladies and gentlemen. With the former tag team champs out of action, there is a gap, of course, at the pay-per-view for a tag team championship match against the tag team champions, the Sons of Loki, or Ragnorak. So all these tag teams are going to be looking to prove themselves and earn a title shot at the next pay-per-view. So both these two teams have got a loss under their belt, so they're going to be hoping that they can get it out of their system. And Brad Skeens is managing to push Breeze into the corner there. Referee looks like he's going to separate it. And this match is going off to a slow start. And now Breeze pushing Brad into his corner. And they're just trading feats of strength there. He's like basically saying to him, yeah, you can do that, I can do that to you too, bitch. And Breeze perhaps looking to tag in McCoy there, but Skeens isn't going to let him do that. But yeah, so they've all got something to prove. The GM is going to be watching the matches closely, watching the matches keenly, looking at wins and losses, looking at performance in matches. Because he has confirmed that there will be a tag team championship defense at the pay-per-view. What we're unsure of at this stage in time is who will be challenging for the belts. Leo Phoenix and Angel Alexander, they have had a spectacular showing the past 2 weeks. So they'll be hoping that they can do it, I guess. These two teams will both want a chance to prove themselves, and it's really anyone's game at the moment. It's anyone's game at this moment in time. Oh, and the big man Breeze showing off his strength and ability there. Dropping Skeens down onto the knee. Sorry, you're going to have to put up with this cough. I'll try to turn the mic off when I do it. But Skeens with a nice quick tag to Omari Williams, and Omari going for a clothesline there, but Breeze uses his own momentum against him, and now trapping the knee of Omari Williams down on the floor, and Omari's in a predicament with Brad Skeens on the outside recovering. It's very much, the Rise are very much in a good position here, and looks like Breeze is going to look to tag in McCoy, but Omari's not quite going to let him. And there goes Omari with the clothesline that he was looking for earlier, and dropping him down. Of course, Omari Williams is quite a big man himself, but not quite as big as Breeze and McCoy, but makes up for it with skill, makes up for it with talent, makes up for it with agility and ability. Breeze to his feet now to receive a stiff punch to the face from Williams, who's now manhandling the bigger man and throwing him across the ring. McCoy desperate to make the tag, but Omari isn't going to let Breeze do it, keeping him away from his corner at all costs. And looks like he was going to make a dive for it there. But Breeze manages to take Omari down to his feet. Perhaps now would be a good time for Breeze to go for the tag, but looks like he's going to try and do some damage on Omari Williams first before he does it. But there you go, underestimating Omari Williams. I spoke too soon, because a huge, powerful clothesline there on Omari. Dragging him into his own corner, and looks like he's going to, tag in his partner, McCoy. And now the freshest man in the match, McCoy, is going to look to go to town on Omari Williams. But reacts a little bit too slow there, allows Omari to get to his feet, but a vicious elbow. And I thought he reversed it there, but getting thrown to the ground, and now McCoy is in his element. He just loves inflicting pain on people. These men trading, both very impressive wrestlers, impressive feats, impressive moves, whatever. And they're going back and forth in this one, but incredible agility there from McCoy to hoist Omari up onto his shoulders and squeeze the living daylights out of him. Now Omari's going to tag in his partner Skeens, and Skeens is going to go one-on-one with McCoy, who has a significant height advantage over Brad Skeens. Brad Skeens, a champion in multiple promotions across the globe, as is Omari Williams, so they're a very, very good team. But launched him into the air and ends in a backbreaker. But the Rise, also tag team champions in other promotions, are looking to do well as well. So, like I say, this match could go either way. Got him locked in the camel clutch there, but Brad Skeens looks like, I think he's going to be breaking out. Yeah, manages to prise the fingers apart and gets McCoy down onto the floor. And levels him down with a huge forearm, embarrassing the bigger man. But Brad Skeens, of course, a very talented competitor, so that can't be overlooked. And now Skeens going to be tagging in his brother Omari, his partner Omari, and Omari's going to be looking to take over on the damage front. A clothesline from out of nowhere, sending him straight to fucking hell. And oh my god, a cutter out of nowhere. Hits McCoy with a cutter and now pulls him back to his feet. But that wasn't... McCoy is dazed and now getting sent into the corner. Looks like he was going to go for a tag team move there, but McCoy manages to reverse it. And now McCoy looking to do some damage on Omari. Perhaps this would be a good time for McCoy to tag out, but looks like he's more intent on doing damage to Omari Williams now that he's actually down on the floor. Now that the advantage is in his corner, but Omari launching McCoy halfway across to the other turnbuckle. What's he got planned here? A nice back spinebuster by Omari on McCoy, the bigger man, but not by a lot. I think Omari's hair adds up for a lot of it. And now Omari Williams and Brad Skeens, and what are they doing here? Oh my god! Fuck. Omari helping out with that face, with the code buster, the code breaker, another backbreaker, and I think that could be it for McCoy. But McCoy manages to kick out. Incredible. Taking a backbreaker and then a code breaker, then a backbreaker. That's not going to be looking good for him. Not at all. And now helping out with a cutter. A double cutter to McCoy, and Breeze has to step in to help out his tag team partner. And Omari's not happy at that. Omari's going to be pounding on the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 times. And Breeze is I think Breeze has learned not to get involved, but that gives McCoy enough time to capitalise, but not quite enough, because Omari going to be sending the shoulder straight into the ring post. And now the Rise are looking in trouble here. McCoy's managing to fight out, but his tag team partner is still nowhere to be seen. So he's going to have to do this one on his own, but looks like he's not struggling at the moment. And Breeze now back on the apron. Dropping him down onto the knees from significant height. And 1 count, but Brad manages to break up the pin. And McCoy now just going to town on Omari Williams, and a couple of clotheslines, and now a slide slam. But and Omari manages to get the tag to Brad, and Brad's coming in, comes flying out of the corner. And sending McCoy reeling. McCoy is just, all signs of life are gone from McCoy now. But, I spoke too soon. Both men very good at preempting the moves of the other one. Now McCoy has Brad Skeens hoisted up, and this could be it for Brad Skeens, ladies and gentlemen. He's got nowhere to go, and his partner's out on the floor. But he manages to use that agility to his advantage and just break out of there. Omari looks to be struggling to his feet there as McCoy is going to go for the tag on Breeze. And I think they're going for it. Oh my god. a reverse cutter to Brad Skeens, and that could be it. Omari's nowhere to be seen. 2, 3, and there you go. The Rise managing to take down the team of the Brotherhood in what is a huge win for them, showing off their ability. Oh, I'd like to say that match could have gone either way at some points, but in the end, Bruiser and McCoy looking to gain some credibility back after their embarrassing defeat in the handicap match last week in what should have been a assured victory for them. And they've done it. They've proved all the haters wrong, and they've managed to take the fight to Brad Skeens and Omari Williams. So congratulations to the Rise, and they'll be looking to make a name for themselves, and hope they can continue this momentum, and maybe earn themselves a tag team title shot at the Altitude pay-per-view. Only time will tell. Ladies and gentlemen, the next matchup here tonight is what has quickly become a Renegade Wrestling classic. It is, of course, as the ring announcer is just explaining, the Joe Sinistrad Open Challenge for the Paragon Championship belt. And oh, look who it is to accept it. It is a former Union member, former Union teammate, Joey Monette. Looking to come out here tonight and I think finally make a name for himself, capitalise on it. Well, finish off his legacy. I believe he's retiring pretty soon. And he's hoping he can retire on top to fight, if he can be the one man to take that belt off of Sinistrad, because no one has so far. I believe the closest we had was last week, and when Darian Dupre took on Sinistrad in what was a fucking cracking match. Yeah, honestly, a cracking matchup it was. Now, the fate of the Paragon title at the pay-per-view is going to be an interesting one, because of course if Sinistrad does manage to hold on tonight, and I assume next week and the week after, because I assume the whole him being a fighting champion isn't going to stop anytime soon, then, well, I think we'll see next week what the response of Siler Jordan is. Of course, W Cashman, we now know, was attacked by Siler Jordan. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people who agree that Cashman deserved the beatdown from some of his actions, but nonetheless, Siler Jordan did take out his frustrations on the manager, Jay Cashman. This man, Sinistrad, look at him, fucking beast. His half-brother and manager and business partner and business associate, whatever you want to call it, issued a challenge to Siler Jordan, so I'm sure that Siler will just be willing to give his word. You know what he's like. Siler will want to give his word immediately, so we'll probably hear next week Siler Jordan's response to the challenge. But if Sinistrad manages to hold on to the belt and Siler accepts the challenge, then that'll be one match set for the pay-per-view, and what a match it'll be. We saw them face off in that steel cage match, which initially Cashman didn't want to give him a rematch, but looks like his hand's been forced on the matter. And here we have our weekly title defense, and Joey Monette. Now, Joey Monette could pose a serious threat to Sinistrad. He's probably one of the biggest men that Sinistrad's had to face so far, because he is indeed a very big and powerful man. And he's unpredictable. So it's interesting to see. But of course, Joe Sinistrad, as we know, a monster. He's in peak physical condition. I wouldn't say he doesn't master every move, but he knows most move types, being a former wrestling trainer. He's trained many great men. Many of our own roster spent time at him and Cashman's training academy. We got the likes of Bruiser Brad, Malcolm Black, Mason Foster all spending time at the academy and training with this man. So he's well versed in technical wrestling, powerhouse wrestling, any sort of wrestling really. He knows several styles, so that's what's been keeping him on top. Whatever his opponent brings to the table, he can usually match it. So it'll be interesting to see now whether Joey Monette has what it takes to finally dethrone Sinistrad, who, and I'm sure Cashman will be distraught if Sinistrad does lose the title that he spent his money on designing. Of course, the belt that used to formerly be the Internet Championship, and I think it's the very first time that Sinistrad might be fighting someone who's taller than him. I can't verify that yet, but of course, Joey Monette does have the height advantage, but that doesn't seem to be doing him any favours as of yet. With Sinistrad just smashing his face down into the mat there and now kicking him while he's down. Joannette not quite getting the advantage here, but as I was going to say, has the inevitable height and reach advantage, which, if this were a boxing match, which I spent the early parts of my career as calling, then that would be helping out, and I'd be calling this in favour of Joey Monette. But of course, this is wrestling, not boxing. None of that fake shit. Oh, I think busted Joey Monette wide open there on the turnbuckle, and Sinistrad dropping down and targeting the face now, targeting the open wound like a shark smelling blood, and going to take a moment there to rest and let Joey get to his feet. This man's a vicious predator, and here we go, dropping him down for a Canadian backbreaker, and now we know what comes out. We know what follows that, and if he can connect, then this match could be over, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. Gonna hit him with the jackhammer. Oh, and Joey Monette. I think that could be it. Oh, I think rope break. I think Joey managed to find the rope. And has managed to... Joey's managing to get the rope, but Sinistrad, too intent on causing damage to the already open wound, that is, he's not pulling away from the rope. And now Joey managing to get some offensive in. And dropping him down for a backbreaker. And now Sinistrad is down, and Joey is actually getting the upper hand now. But the man's got to be very hurt. He's got a busted forehead, blood pouring down his face and his beard. I know we're taking the time to taunt, but that could be dangerous when you're dealing with Joe Sinistrad. And Monette, pounding on the chin of Sinistrad in the corner there, hitting him with several uppercuts. The European style fighting that Monette is accustomed to. And ends with a dropkick, and Sinistrad is down on the floor. But Sinistrad manages to reverse out of the way. Dropping Monette down onto the canvas. And the ball is back in Sinistrad's court and back in Monette's court. Now the two men trading reversals. And Monette managing to hit a curb stomp on Sinistrad. And Sinistrad looks like he's in trouble, folks. Sinistrad looks in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. And Joey Monette. Joey Monette managing to lift him up and drop him back down again. And going for the pin. And this could be it. Could this be it for Sinistrad? 1, 2, and Joey Monette doing what many men have failed to do. And that is get a 2 count on Joe Sinistrad whilst he's down on the floor. Cashman doesn't look worried on the outside. Monette launching himself halfway across the ring. Quite uncharacteristically of the big man. He's really pulling out all the stops here for this one. But as I was saying, Cashman doesn't look that worried on the outside of the ring. He's just taking it in his stride. Of course, he was injured last week after a vicious beating, but he seems to be back and better than ever. Certainly as cocky and aggressive as ever, as shown from earlier tonight. And Monette now managing to do some serious damage to Joe Sinistrad. And Joe Sinistrad is struggling here. I don't think he's used to a match lasting this long. So, Darian Dupree took him to his limits last week. And, well, not quite his limits, but Darian Dupree did put up a good fight. A vicious strike to the ribs there, and launching him down onto the floor. And now Sinistrad back up as if nothing's happening. Locked in the camel clutch on Monette. And Monette's got nowhere to go. He's trying to crawl to the ropes, but manages to break out and trips up Sinistrad. And this is surprisingly back and forth. You could hear that. You could hear that punch to the face from fucking Japan. And the impact from that one as well. These two big men really going to town on each other now. I think he's pissed Sinistrad off, really. But Monette proving why he's such a seasoned veteran, such a seasoned grappler. And Sinistrad managing to catch him again. And Sinistrad's got to be thinking of ways to end this one now. But Monette managing to catch him with a knee to the face. And another uppercut, and the uppercuts are proving really effective against Sinistrad. I don't think there's a wrestler in the back who's not going to be noting that down. And, oh, another curb stomp to Joe Sinistrad. And Monette going for the pin. 2. Oh, Sinistrad kicks out at 2. But that was a close call. And Joe Monette seems to be doing all he can to win that title here. But Sinistrad, as if nothing happened, as if he wasn't just put down for a 2 count, managing to bust out of it. And Monette back again, completely ignoring the fact that half his blood is currently running down his face. Very back and forth, and Joe Monette's really giving Sinistrad a run for his money. Oh! A vicious knockout punch by Sinistrad, and Monette just drops like a sack of fucking bricks. Like a sack of flour, just like a sandbag, just drops. And Sinistrad trying to work on the arm, but Monette fighting out. Oh, and here we go. He's going for it again, right in the center of the ring. Oh! And that could be it for Sinistrad. Dragging him to the center. That could be it for Sinistrad, ladies and gentlemen. Cashman trying to big up the crowd. 1, 2. Oh, but Sinistrad kicks out at 2. And Joe Monette, the big man, is proving that perhaps Sinistrad is. I think Sinistrad's distracted by his brother's well-being. He's very concerned about Cashman, and he should be focusing more on the matchup. But it's not stopping him. Certainly not. Because look at the powerbomb. Powerbomb 2. Oh, kicks out at 2, and oh, now got him in a Boston Crab. And could Joey Monette tap out here? He's got nowhere to go. Oh, but manages just to break out of it. But the damage has been done, I think, to Joey Monette. The damage has been done on his back. Sinistrad just going to take a breather there before, I think, ending it. Goes for another pin, trying to see if Joey just gives up. 1, 2, but no, Joey's not ready to give up yet. But the damage has certainly been done because Joe Monette is struggling to get to his feet, which Sinistrad's not going to have no problem taking advantage of. But Joey fighting back, the will of this young man, and Sinistrad giving him a taste of his own medicine. The will of this young man, Joe Monette, is outstanding. Doing what so many men have failed to do, and actually giving Sinistrad a fight worth his time. I'm sure Sinistrad will be very happy with the performance of Joe Monette. Win or lose, really. I think the young man's impressed him. Cashman, of course, will be furious that Sinistrad's not managed to destroy him immediately, but Sinistrad, all he wants is a good fight, I've heard. Oh, a nice pile driver to Monette, and he looks out of it. He looks pretty out of it, and he doesn't know where he is right now. Oh, and Sinistrad just stepping up, missing his step there. And that could be the opportunity that Monette needs to get back in control. But no, Sinistrad back up and goes for the pin. And this could be it, locking down on the beard. 2. But Monette kicks out at 2. Unbelievable. Unbelievable Joey Monette is showing some amazing resiliency here. And Sinistrad is actually having to wrestle a fight rather than a squash. Of course, the man's fully capable, but it's quite heartening. It's quite heartening to see. The more Joe Sinistrad we see, the better, really. And a nice kick to the chest of Joey Monette. On most men, that would be a kick to the face, but not on Monette. Oh, and here we go, Canadian backbreaker again. And I think Sinistrad's looking to end this one. He almost did it the first time. Can he do it the second time? But Monette's not going to let him find out. Oh my god. Dragging him to the centre of the ring now. And working on the legs of Sinistrad. If he can't walk, he can't do moves. Is the line of thinking, I guess. And oh, here we go. He's doing it again. Going for it again. Dropping Sinistrad down. And Sinistrad could be out. Monette going for the pin now. Unfucking believable. Most men would be dead by now. Joe Monette has inflicted that much damage. Oh, and I think he's going to go for it again. Yeah, a 4th time. 2nd in rapid succession. Oh my god. Sinistrad managing to kick out during the just before we went into the commercial break there, and I believe the referee had a look at. Oh my god, this could be it. The referee had a look at the face of Monette, and it's a little worse for wear. But looks like the bleeding has stopped for the most part. I think he's going to be okay, but oh, he's not going to be okay after this. Sinistrad going for the jackhammer. And now going for the pin in the centre of the ring, and this could be it. 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. There you have it, Joe Sinistrad winning, ladies and gentlemen. But what an incredible match for Joey Monette and Sinistrad. Absolutely incredible. And here's the one that ended it all, but Jesus Christ, what an incredible match, ladies and gentlemen. And that was absolutely devastating. A great performance from Joey Monette. But of course, Sinistrad, after being taken to his limits here, kicking out of 4 finishes, has managed to retain his Paragon Championship. And that was absolutely fucking incredible work from him. So congratulations, Joey. Jesus Christ, though. Good job, Monette.
I'm blonde, I'm skinny, I'm rich, and I'm a little bit of a bitch. I wanna dress you up in silk, taffeta, tailor these clothes to fit your guilt. What's your size? This purse can hold my breath.
you think is the new thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, next up we have quite an incredible match, really. We have 6 new women debuting, all trying to fight for a shot at the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. They're all looking for a way into that match, and oh, here we have the first woman on her way to the ring, Alvary Wolf. Alvary Wolf, originally signed with our partner, one of our partner promotions, Siren Combat Wrestling. She's a German, nicknamed Wolfsträger, Wolf Warrior, I believe, and she's a former boxing champion and a former cage fighter. And here she is in Renegade, looking to make a name for herself. She just likes to fight, I've been heard. So she'll be looking to give a strong performance in this battle royale match. I'm sure, and I wish her the best of luck. And Alvary now looking with intensity towards the camera. Whew. Germans, eh? Now, she has quite an injured shoulder, so I believe most of her arsenal is grapples and kicks. But, you know, cage fighting's for pussies anyway. It's not real, unlike wrestling. And oh, she is looking on fire tonight, and the fans are loving seeing Alvary Wolf for the first time, and I'm sure all the women in this match are going to be looking to make a big impression with the fans, because you know they can gain the following, give off the good performance. It's not even just it might not even be just one woman who makes it through to the battle royale match. To be honest, we know the winner will be in the ladder match, but Mason Foster, general manager, is a bit unpredictable recently, so it could be literally any of the women in this match get added to it. We will have to see. And who do we have entering now? Another new woman, of course. All of the women are new. And oh, look at the black jacket. Quite a religious theme I'm noticing going on in Celeste Callahan. Let me check my notes here, know what we know about Celeste Callahan. Ah, yes, hometown City of Angels. She's from a small town in the California desert, and daughter of a devout preacher. So she's here to save humanity from itself, I believe. She's very aggressive and very well-rounded competitor in the ring. So it'll be interesting to see what she wants to do here, looking to cleanse the women's division, and she'll be hoping that she wins that briefcase in order to do so. The Angel in Disgrace, Celeste Callahan. And oh, Kiara Jade White, friends with well, can we say employees, James Frost and Beauchamp. Anyway, she's coming to us from GCA, another partner promotion of ours, and she's looking to make a name for herself here in Renegade. And this is her first match, of course. She's been signed for a couple of weeks, I believe, but this is her actual first match in the business. And hopefully, well, she'll be hoping that she can make a good impression. And the crowd are loving her. The crowd are loving her blue streaks in the hair, and honestly, I've got a thing for that as well. You know, dyed hair. Anyway. She'll be hoping to make a big splash here today. Ooh, this one's ominous.
The time bomb clock.
Can't quite get a look of who this is. Ah, there we have the villainess, Chelsea Cole. Oh, looking terrified, looks like a plague doctor there. No, it's not Marty Scroll. It's Chelsea Cole. youngest from Yang Dynasty. She's related to the owner of Siren Combat Wrestling, and she's been allowed here to the United Kingdom to perform. And she's very ruthless, and this woman is a brawler, and she's looking to prove that the wrestling world's ready for her, so she wants to become champion and tear apart many people. As most people should be looking to do it, and look how intimidating she is. There you have it, that's Chelsea. Oh, wow, she is terrifying, isn't it? Holding that baseball bat, I really hope she's not planning on using it in the match. Oh, Jesus. Here we have another, the final of our women from Siren Combat Wrestling. We have Faith Hawkins from Hertfordshire, England. She's daughter of well-known SKW star Ethan Hawkins. She's a striking artist with ruthless aggression as well, and of course we love our United Kingdom home stars. Her, Chelsea Cole, representing the United Kingdom. All good people, all the best people come from the UK, of course. And she's looking to make a splash for herself, looking to make a name for herself on the independent scenes and here in Renegade. And she's looking ready for a fight, if you ask me. Five other women to beat on. I'm sure. I'm sure those odds suit her. Very similar style to the former Rebecca Evans, I believe, as a striker and brawler. Now the final of our 6 competitors go into the ring. Oh, I've got the hiccups now. Sorry. There she is. It's Junko Kitamura. Lifelong childhood friends with Angel Alexander, so I'm sure she might become one of the associates of that team, along with Cody Hale, the current women's champion, which will make things a bit awkward, you know. If they do end up, if she does end up holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, but a lovely girl, friends with Angel Alexander. So I don't know whether that skews your opinion of her, but she's looking to make a big name for herself here in Renegade, and first time exposure, I think, in this sort of circle. I might be wrong there, but not much is known about her on the independent scenes, so it'll be interesting to see what she can do here tonight. And she looks ready and pumped up. And this match is underway, and oh my god, immediately there in the back, I think we had Celeste taking the fight to Faith, and we got Alvari trying to take out Kiara Jade there in the back left, and now we got Junko taking the fight to Chelsea Cole down in the front. And now Alvari turning her attention to Faith and going after her, and Faith just managed to use that technical advantage to her advantage, and now Alvari, I think, going to be dropped down for the first time in this matchup. As Celeste now taking the fight to Kiara. And Chelsea dropping the forearm down onto Junko. And now Faith finishing where Chelsea left off. And this match is full of a lot of aggressive women, and I thought Faith had almost eliminated Junko there. But that's not the case, and now it looks like Celeste still going after Kiara Jade, trying to get rid of her. Now Alvari trying to go after Chelsea Cole in the background, so that leaves Faith and Junko still fighting the good fight. As looks like Alvari is very close to eliminating Chelsea there. I think Alvari might quite... Oh, but Chelsea managing to fight her way out of it at the last second. And Alvari headbutting Chelsea into the corner there, but Chelsea not one to rest easy, dropping her down for a drop kick, and Junko and Kiara and Junko taking a break, and Faith managing to knock Celeste down from behind there. But Celeste is not having that. And the Celeste now got Faith up on the ropes and trying to eliminate Faith Hawkins now, the of course the very British national with every part of her ring attire there. And oh my god, Celeste trying to send Faith flying over the ropes there, but Faith manages to get the shoulder down and sends Celeste to the outside of the ring. Celeste is the first woman to be eliminated in this match after a very aggressive showing early on. She's going to be furious with performance there, I can imagine. Kiara going to be rolling out of the ring out of harm's way, taking a break there. Celeste there looking sorry for herself. And now we've got Chelsea calling Faith to her feet. Looks like she's planning something there. Oh, Chelsea with a nice manoeuvre there to Faith Hawkins in the background. And Kiara taking the fight to Junko. Alvari looks like is taking a break. Ooh. A series of free lariats on Junko, and Junko is down on the floor. It looks like she's not going to be moving for a little bit. And Kiara getting the crowd on their feet. The crowd are loving this one. Now Alvari going straight after Faith. All 5 of these women, brand new to Renegade, looking to show themselves, and the crowd are loving it. The crowd are loving this new showcase. And Alvari there, using that unprecedented strength to try to get Faith out of the ring. And looks like she's done it, yeah. Alvari eliminates Faith, and judging by the sound of that, landed on the steel ring steps, which has got to be painful for her. And we are down to the last 4 women in this match. Faith Hawkins and Celeste Callahan both eliminated. That leaves with Alvari Wolf there in the red and black trousers, Chelsea Cole in the black, Kiara Jade on the floor, and Junko Katamura in the yellow. And Alvari now looking to take the fight to the only other standing woman, Chelsea Cole, and it's a vicious clothesline, folding Chelsea in half. And that could be it for Chelsea Cole if Alvari tries to eliminate her now. But no, Chelsea managing to get the reversal in there. And Kiara gets rid of Junko, and Junko is gone just like that with a vicious clothesline from Kiara Jade. Now Kiara Jade with a reversal to Alvari Wolf, and that leaves Alvari Wolf, Chelsea Cole, and Kiara Jade as the only remaining competitors in this one, all with similar fighting styles, aggressive brawlers and strikers. And it looks like Kiara was trying to eliminate Alvari there, but Alvari, the tallest woman in this match, managing to break out of it. A vicious sidewalk slam to Chelsea Cole from Chelsea, England. And Alvari now looking to take the fight to Kiara, and didn't quite like what she was doing earlier, and Alvari manages to eliminate Kiara Jade. That leaves Alvari and Chelsea Cole as the last 2 women standing, and now one of these women will be guaranteed a spot in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. You never know, they both might. We're not sure yet, but one of these women certainly will be taking Rebecca Evans' spot, and both these women are surely desperately in need of that, desperately wanting that to prove themselves so early on in their first match. Chelsea now taking the fight to Alvari Wolf, and folding her in half with a nice suplex there, with a full Nelson suplex. And going up to the high risk area, very high risk in a battle royale, of course. And Alvari managing to get Chelsea to her feet, but Chelsea fighting back out of it. Alvari catching the elbow, launching Chelsea Cole almost over the ropes there. Now Alvari in the high risk district. And manages to miss as well, and they're just trading misses and trading reversals here. It's quite devastating. Chelsea Cole there hitting the Chelsea smile crossface. No, not the Chelsea smile. Sorry, I got the names wrong there. But whatever that was, it was pretty damn cool. And Alvari now with a nice sidewalk suplex, I believe. I need to brush up on wrestling terms. I'm a former boxer, you see. Alvari now getting Chelsea on the ropes, and this could be it. And I really thought Chelsea Cole was going to go there, but holding on, proving that she's still got a lot to fight for. And Alvari Wolf sending Chelsea over the top rope, but Chelsea holding on, but just not enough. Just not enough, because Alvari Wolf manages to get the hip in there, and that's it, claims victory. And we now know 2 of the women in the Money in the Bank ladder match will be Tiffany Lorenzo, who won earlier on this evening against LJP, and Alvari Wolf will be replacing Rebecca Evans after quite an impressive quite a very impressive performance. There you go, folding Chelsea Cole in half. A very impressive performance in this Battle Royale match, and there you go, you see it again. Just Chelsea just couldn't hold on there. And your winner of this match is Alvary Wolf, who's going to face X amount of women at Altitude pay-per-view. Congratulations to Alvary Wolf, and Jesus, she's terrifying. Look at that. What a scary woman. Well, congratulations to you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this time we have another Money in the Bank ladder match. This time, a men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We already know 2 of the men confirmed in this match will be Malcolm Black, newly energized Malcolm Black, and Siler Jordan. So Siler Jordan might be pulling double duty, of course. And making their way to the ring now, it is all 3 members of the Wolfpac. King Sam in the centre, David Thomas, David Lees on the left, Stephen Thomas on the right, of course, who lost the match earlier tonight, and they're looking to make up for it in helping out their boss here tonight. But of course it will be King Sam fighting for the coveted spot. This is of course one of the money matches that he has said he'll compete in, and on this very limited contract, and he'll be hoping that he can, in the short time he has left, win Money in the Bank ladder match. And hopefully, win the title, and I assume his plan will be to go out on top. So he's going to be he's going to be taking on Jacob Anderson, I believe, tonight, and King Sam, of course, winning against Havoc, and at not the last pay-per-view, I believe a Renegade, and I don't believe he fought the pay-per-view, but of course Tyson Jackson and Jace both wanted a piece of him, but that's why he's brought his 2 lackeys, 2 bodyguards, 2 assistants here. He believes he is just full money. He is Renegade's money, because Mason Foster's reportedly spending the big dollar, spending the big money, the big euros, the big yangs, the big jahonis to get him here. And he will not be wasted. Apparently they pay by performance. The lights go dark, which of course signifies the entrance of the man Jacob Anderson. And there he is, Jacob Anderson. Not been seen for quite a while in Renegade. He's a veteran star of wrestling. He wrestled in many promotions, many indie promotions, many federations across the globe. He's a multi-time champion in many places, and well renowned across the world. Not quite had his time to shine here in Renegade, but Renegade is about putting over the newer talent and giving them opportunities. But he's here tonight, he's here for his opportunity, and a win over King Sam here tonight would be an incredible boost for his career in Renegade, and be an incredible boost for his career anywhere, because King Sam, of course, very well renowned in his field, in his sphere of influence, and not an easy man to beat. Not an easy man to beat indeed. So Jacob Anderson has quite a task ahead of him here tonight, but looks like he's pumped up and ready for the task. Looking incredible there in the blue vest and the purple hair. Oh, and the crowd are getting involved. The crowd are getting fully involved and fully invested in this. And Jacob Anderson clawing his way into the ring, ready for this matchup to start. King Sam waiting on the outside patiently, and there he is. Got to say, the advantage is probably in King Sam's corner. He's got 2 men on the outside looking out for him, of course. That in his cronies, the Wolfpac. And both men very technical wrestlers, of course. And King Sam and Jacob Anderson chain wrestling now in the centre of the ring. King Sam looks to be getting the upper hand there, but I spoke too soon because now Jacob's in charge. Got him locked in a headlock. Exchanging a few words, it seems, trying to tire each other and wear each other down. And yeah, and Jacob gets King Sam down onto the floor. King Sam Clayton really struggling now and gets a punch to the face for his troubles from Jacob Anderson. But Jacob not quite quick enough to capitalise, and King Sam manages to get a suplex in, early and dropping Jacob Anderson down. And now Sam going to work on the limbs of Jacob. And toying with his food before he eats it, it appears. All gets a knee into the face of Jacob Anderson. And looks like he was looking for a nice rebound move there, but Jacob now trying to get one in. Oh, hits the rebound DDT off the ropes there. Steven looking like he's getting involved on the outside. David just watching intently, quietly, like he did earlier on tonight. Watching as their boss now gets the upper hand, using that very technical style of his to work down the limbs, specifically the right arm of Jacob Anderson there. I think he's favouring in his attacks. But Jacob manages to hit a reversal there and looks to be going for King Sam. Oh, but wasn't quick enough, but was quick enough. See, very fast-paced matches like this are very hard to call, ladies and gents. And oh, fucking clocks him there. With a nice punch to the face. And looks like he's got something planned from the middle rope. Calling Jacob to his feet, getting the crowd cheering, getting the Wolfpac cheering. And oh! A beautifully done body splash there. A very beautifully done body splash. And King Sam now has Jacob Anderson right where he wants him. That is on the floor. And oh, toying with him, just kicking him in the side of the face there. Toying with Jacob Anderson, really taking his time. Which could be dangerous to do with Jacob Anderson, because he is a very dangerous man if you underestimate him. I'm really working down King Sam, really working down the arms of Jacob Anderson. Perhaps showing he might not need to be high flying and a high flying individual dancing around everywhere, climbing up and down ladders, jumping off them to win. He just needs to be slow, tactful, and technical. With Jacob managing to fight out, but the damage has clearly been done on the arms there. And oh, vicious strikes to the face of Jacob Anderson. King Sam now playing to the crowd, and the crowd are loving every second of what they're seeing here. And oh, King Sam sends Jacob reeling to the outside. And that's the hardest part of the arena. Oh, looks like the Wolfpac are getting ready to involve themselves, but King Sam waved them off, said not yet. And oh, King Sam just overshoots, lands on his feet. Proving off the athleticism that he is capable of. This man is a well-rounded wrestler. He just dangerous in any capacity, really. And it looks like Steven's going to come and get involved. Steven's getting involved, and Jacob Anderson not putting off his pursuit because Steven's there. Which is interesting, to say the least. And oh, gets launched into the turnbuckle. Now Jacob's in a very dangerous place between David and Steve. But still working on King Sam. Of course, David and Steve very careful not to get themselves disqualified from this match, because that would ruin things for King Sam. Perhaps Jacob looking at going for a count-out victory here, because that could be one of the only ways that... Oh, no, of course. Sends him back into the ring, but some of the damage has been done to King Sam, being wrenched into those turnbuckle posts. And they are corrugated steel, ladies and gentlemen, very hard steel. But not quite enough damage, because King Sam still kicks out at 1. And Jacob Anderson dropping Sam down with authority. Spins him round, and looks like he's going for something big here. Getting him up on the shoulders. Oh, dropping him down. Not quite hooking the leg, though. Not going for the pin straight away. Oh, yep. No, still hooking the leg now. Decided he does want to go pin him. But King Sam kicks out at 2, and he's looking hurt, but it still seems like he knows exactly where he is and exactly what he's doing. But that could be about to change, ladies and gentlemen, with Jacob Anderson dropping Sam down onto the canvas in a very tough way too. Referee gets the count of 2, and oh, King Sam kicks out at 2. King Sam not content to let that be his day, let that be the end of him. King Sam fighting hard here. Now Jacob Anderson looking for the high risk district, and oh, going for a shooting star thingy, fucking flippy thingy. But King Sam rolls out the way, showing some great ring awareness. And now King Sam is back in control. King Sam's back in control of this one after looking in danger there from Jacob Anderson. Like I said, you can't underestimate Jacob Anderson, because the man's quick and deadly. King Sam now going back to that slow pace, toying with him, wearing him down. Oh, and he's got the chicken wing locked in. He's got it locked in. It's made many a good man tap. Can it make Jacob Anderson tap here tonight? That's the question. And yes, it does. Jacob Anderson has nowhere to go. And that is it. That is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. King Sam, with the very slow technical wrestling style, has managed to pick up victory over Jacob Anderson here tonight. And become the third confirmed man for the Money in the Bank ladder match. That is now featuring Malcolm Black, Siler Jordan, and now King Sam in what is already appearing to be a stacked match card, ladies and gentlemen. Be interesting to see who exactly the 8 men are in that matchup, as I believe we'll find most of those out next week on Renegade. I believe it's mostly a match full of Money in the Bank encounters, a match card full of Money in the Bank encounters, so it'll be very interesting to see who ends up in that match. But of course, for now, King Sam relishing in his victory with the rest of the members of the Wolfpac in what was a very close fought. I thought that moment there was when Jacob Anderson was going to win it, but the Wolfpac, of course, once victorious again. I believe in the words of King Sam, nothing beats the Wolfpac, whatever. So there they go. King Sam, Stephen Thomas not quite victorious tonight, but King Sam definitely victorious, and he's coming for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our very interesting main event of this evening. And it is a big one. We are set for a big 6-man tag team action. I'm sorry, I get shivers down. I get shivers down my spine every time I hear that. Fuck. Jesus. Of course, we have the team of Ragnorak, which is Fenrir, and the tag team champions, the Sons of Loki, Reptile and Dunkle Gott. The Viking Warrior, the World-Eating Snake, and Fenrir, the Vicious Wolf. And oh my god, there they are. You see the tag team belt around Reptile's waist there. And that man Fenrir, who's had a very interesting history in Renegade Wrestling so far. He's here to guide his disciples, his apostles, to victory. And has done. They weren't doing very well for themselves in Renegade. They come back under the guidance of this man Fenrir, and suddenly they dominate the tag team divisions and they win the titles at Crash Course pay-per-view. Of course, where we were introduced to the mysterious man behind the videos, Fenrir, for the first time, and now here, of course, attacking Havoc backstage. After his match with I can't remember who it was, but after his match, attacking Havoc backstage, and of course beating Havoc last week in an amazing matchup, in his debut matchup. Oh, jeez. You've got to believe, we believe now, we're sending a message to Global Champion SDC. He's coming for the belt. He's guided his disciples to victory, and now he's coming for the championship. We can confirm from GM Mason Foster that Fenrir is in a Money in the Bank ladder match, qualification match, next week on Renegade. So be interested to see how he performs in that. But that will be another strong competitor to have in the already stacked Money in the Bank match. And the man really is terrifying. This is a terrifying team, very intimidating team, and they're going to be hard to beat here tonight, I think. But they are facing quite a formidable team themselves. Now, not much is known, of course, about one of the competitors, but here we definitely know a lot about this man here. It is, of course, AK-47 Havoc, former global champion. Currently held about the same amount of time, actually. Well, no, SDC, he did hold it longer than SDC. He held it from time limit, from emergency pay-per-view, winning it in a fantastic fatal 4-way match, to Crash Course pay-per-view, losing it, of course, in an incredibly well-fought bout against SDC. Interestingly, his tag team partner tonight. Now they are scheduled to take each other on at Altitude pay-per-view in a in a Iron Man submission match, 20-minute submission match. So that'll be interesting to see if they can stay on the same page here tonight. But they're going to need to, because I believe they have found a common enemy in that of Ragnarok. Ragnorak hoping to prove just their entire dominance tonight. We've got the tag team champs and Fenrir, who you got to believe is a future champion in his own right. And a creepy motherfucker as well. Of course, the man formerly known as Alex King, and I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't mention that name, and I'm probably going to get killed backstage. Why do I say it? Why do I bring this upon myself? Anyway, he's getting ready to fight, and we believe that's what he wants to do. So we give him a platform to do it. But they are here to cleanse Renegade from all the sheep, I believe. And here we have Figueroa. Not much is known about this man. He's relatively newer talent to Renegade Wrestling. But of course he's always ready for a fight. The crowd love him. The crowd love his interesting, unique style, the way he carries himself. And he's volunteered to help out the champion here tonight, help out the champ and Havoc tonight in this match, because they needed this third man. And they found one in that of Figueroa, a spunky young kid who's ready to prove himself, and he doesn't seem too scared, doesn't seem too intimidated by the challenge up against him. Best of luck to you, man. Look at him go. And he looks ready. He looks pumped up and ready. God bless him. Now the crowd are on their feet for their global champion's music to hit, and here he is. It is the global champion himself, SDC. We haven't seen him in a matchup since he won the global championship belt 2 weeks ago at 2 or 3 weeks ago at Crash Course pay-per-view. But there he is, and he is loving every second of it. The hero of wrestling himself, he's lives off the energy that the crowd give him, and vice versa. The crowd radiate his own energy, and it's going to be. It might be the difference maker of Havoc and Figueroa here tonight to have the global champion on their side in this matchup. Of course, this will be the first time that STC and Fenrir will share the same ring as each other, which we may have to be ready for. If Fenrir were to win the money, go on to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, that might be a match in the making. So STC gets a bit of practice here, gets a bit of warm-up, I guess. Of course, Havoc already knows what it's like to face Fenrir, so has the unfair advantage over STC there, if he were to become champion. And looks like, yeah, we got Havoc and Dunkle Gott starting this one off. And a bit of chain wrestling going on, but Dunkle managed to get the upper hand on Havoc. Havoc, a very technical wrestler. Dunkle, technical and powerful. Very powerful. Bit of a powerhouse wrestler. But Havoc not letting that technical style go to waste. You see Fenrir barking orders at Dunkle Gott and talking and conspiring with Reptile over there. A very well-oiled machine, and there we go. Spear straight to Havoc, and Dunkle Gott just lays him out on the ground. No, dropping him down with a nice slam with authority, and STC trying to get his enemy / tag team partner up and pumped up. Of course, these two men will be facing each other for Havoc's rematch clause for the global title. Newly renovated, might I say. We saw just moments ago the new global championship, which is fucking great, actually. Designed by our incredible design and creative team. And now Havoc and Figueroa are working together here to take out Dunkle Gott. Oh! A nice DDT and suplex combo there on Dunkle Gott. And now Figueroa showing off his energy, and the crowd are just loving what Figueroa was showing him. New blood Figueroa was showing him. But Dunkle manages to catch Figueroa unaware, and now Figueroa is in dangerous territory. He is in a dangerous corner to be in. Oh, a nice backbreaker from the Tree of Woe by Dunkle Gott. And referee's got his back to Dunkle Gott, removes the thermal pad, and can only mean evil things are planned for Figueroa. Oh, I guess they're gonna bring him into Renegade They're going to break him in a difficult way. No, a double powerbomb to Figueroa by the tag team champs. And Reptile with a nice knee to the face, following through with a swinging neckbreaker to Figueroa, and now the tag team champs definitely proving why they are dominating champions that they are. Figueroa managing to break out of it. Oh, Fenrir trying to go for a punch to the back of the head of Figueroa, but Figueroa just manages to miss it, and now tags in the global champ SDC. And the crowd loving to see SDC back on his feet and back in a wrestling match, back in the Renegade wrestling ring. SDC now taking it to the tag team champ. Of course, three of our 5 champions are involved in this matchup. We just see who's more dominant, I guess. Reptile has a lot to prove. Reptile is the top of the tag team division. SDC the top of the men's single division. So a very, very interesting matchup. Fenrir yet to be tagged in, instead preferring to bark orders to the tag team champs, Dunkle, Gott, and Reptile, who they seem like they're listening it, taking it all on board, and Fenrir feels that those two alone know what they're doing, and Dunkle with a vicious boot to the head of the global champion. Fenrir's plan perhaps to weaken both men shortly before their match. If he were to win, perhaps he's got cashing in the Money in the Bank ladder match on the mind, cashing it in on his mind maybe after a grueling 20-minute match. Oh, and Dunkle with a vicious superplex to the outside on the global champ. Hits him so hard he bounces off the floor, and now Dunkle sending him up the ring apron, taking the damage, taking the fight all the way up there. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome," and yes, that was an awesome move, but Jesus, I hope SDC's okay. Dunkle looks like he doesn't care about going back in the ring. We've seen him pull off this sort of shit before. No, SDC manages to shift the momentum back into his corner, and now running back into the ring, and maybe Dunkle Gott's plan has worked against him. But SDC breaks up the count back to the count of 1. He doesn't want the match to end that way. He doesn't want the match to end that way at all. Perhaps Dunkle was thinking it, but not on SDC's watch if he can help it. The referee at the count of 2. Oh, and Dunkle going to town on SDC's face. This match spilling all the way up to the ring ramp. Oh, SDC with a nice clothesline. Perhaps looking at going back into the ring anytime soon. Otherwise, will he just let this one end in KO, do you reckon? But these two men have no intention of getting back in the ring. Oh, Dunkle Gott does. And I think this one could end in count out. Figueroa and Havoc are absolutely furious. Fenrir not even tagged in this matchup. I believe just shouting, perfectly content to shout orders to the tag team champions who have fully taken on board everything he said, and Fenrir looks incredibly pleased that Dunkle Gott has laid out the global champion out on the ring, out on the ramp. Dirty tactics from the tag champs, but I guess it worked for them. They knew that the team were a threat, and they left the global champion out on the ring, out on the floor. Fenrir looking incredibly pleased with himself. That Dunkle Gott and Reptile followed his orders exactly to the letter. It's disgusting tactics, but it worked. Disgusting tactics, but effective. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. And we'll see more from Fenrir, of course, next week when he takes on someone for his chance to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But hopefully it doesn't end in a fucking count out. Disgusting but effective. Congratulations, Ragnorak.